Mixtures and their characteristics. The different materials around us vary depending on their compositions. Some of them appear in their pure form. While others are combinations of different materials or substances. Mixture is a combination of any elements or substances regardless of proportion and that which does not yield any chemical changes or reactions. The food we eat. The household products we use. And the air we breathe are just some of the mixtures around us. Halo-halo, a delicious Filipino dessert, is a simple example of a mixture. The name itself literally means mixture. Can you identify the ingredients that were combined to make this mouth-watering Filipino dessert? The ice cream. Sliced sweetened banana. Strings of young coconut meat. Rice flakes. Leche flan. And the different kinds of beans are very visible. Each of these ingredients has distinct appearance and taste. Thus, when combined gives us a delectable dessert. Types of mixtures. There are two types of mixtures. 1. Homogeneous mixtures. And 2. Heterogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures. A homogeneous mixture is a combination of substances that has a uniform composition and appearance. It means that one part of the mixture is the same in appearance as the rest. It also indicates that a homogeneous mixture is in a single phase. A good example of a homogeneous mixture is water and salt. When you pour in a teaspoonful of salt in water and stir it, you will notice that the salt which is in solid phase will be dissolved in water. Thus, the mixture is now in liquid form. This homogeneous mixture is called solution. The salt is the mixture's solute, and the water is the solvent. Homogeneous mixtures also appear in other phases or states. Types of homogeneous mixtures in terms of phase. There are three types of homogeneous mixtures. These are 1. Solid homogeneous mixtures, 2. Liquid homogeneous mixtures and 3. Gaseous homogeneous mixtures. An example of solid homogeneous mixtures includes alloy, which is a mixture of different types of metallic elements. Other examples of solid homogeneous mixtures include coins, plastics, concrete cement, and many others. Liquid homogeneous mixtures include soy sauce, vinegar, coffee, and beverages such as the different kind of fruit juices. The water itself is a good example of this kind of mixture. Homogeneous mixtures also appear in gaseous state. The air that we breathe is a good example of this mixture. Air is composed of different gaseous elements such as oxygen, nitrogen, argon, and carbon dioxide, to name some. Heterogeneous mixtures. Heterogeneous mixtures are mixtures that do not have uniform compositions and appearances. Halo-halo is a good example of this mixture because the ingredients are substances that are combined, such as the ripe mango chunks, gelatin, young coconut strings, different kinds of beans, etc., are individually visible. Colloids and suspensions are heterogeneous mixtures too. Colloids. Colloids are mixtures whose particles are larger than the particles that form solutions, but smaller than the particles that form suspensions. Components or particles in colloids cannot be separated by simple filtration. One good example of colloids is gelatin, where the particles are so dispersed throughout the water. Colloids can be distinguished from solutions using the Tyndall effect. Light passing through a colloidal dispersion, such as smoky or foggy air, will be reflected by the larger particles, and the light beam will be visible. Particles in solutions are so small that they cannot reflect nor diffract light. Therefore, beams of light passing through solutions are not visible. Light passing through colloids such as milk and foggy air will be reflected by the larger particles. Therefore, light beam will be visible. Light passing through suspension like water and cornstarch can be reflected by the large particles. Therefore, light beam will also be visible. Suspension. Suspensions are common to nature. Most common are muddy streams, flooded river, and murky lakes and ponds. It has bigger particles than most colloids. The particles settle at the bottom when left to stand and can be separated by filtration. Take for example the cornstarch when mixed in water. When left to stand undisturbed, the thick white layer of the cornstarch will settle at the bottom. The particles of cornstarch in this example are called dispersed particles, while water is the dispersion medium. Mixtures and its characteristics are summarized in this table. Study them for your reference. Mixtures are very useful in our daily lives. They are present abundantly in nature or in natural occurrences. Others are formed by purposefully combining different materials or substances to produce mixtures or things that are necessary in our daily activities. The appearance and properties of mixtures are considered in determining their uses and in making them useful at home and in the community.